Hi Alta Vista families, Miss Hilton here, principal at Alta Vista Elementary. I know that you have many questions and concerns about how school is going to open this year. As a parent of a first grader that attends Alta Vista Elementary, I understand exactly where you're coming from. So I wanted to share some important information about what we're doing to prepare for the school year. The first thing I need you to recognize and realize is that we've got to get your students registered. We cannot make sure that we have everything in place unless your students are registered. If you want your students to be in person or virtual, either way, they've got to get registered. If you need help registering, we have support in person next week at Alta Vista Elementary. We'll be open Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 1 and Tuesday and Thursday from 3 to 7. We will have people there speaking English and Spanish to support your needs, and we will have disinfected iPads for you to use. You will be able to come into the building as long as you're wearing a mask, but you may not bring any students or children in unless they're in a car seat. If you do have students with you, then we will be happy to bring an iPad out to your car outside and support you from your vehicle. But parents, please get your kids registered next week. Also, starting next week, you'll be able to go onto the registration dashboard and decide, do you want your students to do school in person or virtual? Even if you've completed the registration process, we do need you to go online and select in person or virtual so that we can start making preparations based on how many students we'll have in person and virtually. Some of the things that we're doing around the school to get prepared. The first thing is we have invested in technology so that every student that's working virtually will have their own device to check out. For students in pre-K through second grade, each student will be able to check out an iPad, and students in grades 3 through 5 will be able to check out a laptop. So if you want your students to be working virtually, each of those students will have access to a device that they will be able to check out from Waco ISD. Again, that's why it's so important for you to register and make that decision in person or online. Some of the safety procedures that we will be using at Alta Vista include face masks. All staff and students will need to wear a face mask. Parents, take it from a mom of a first grader. Start getting your kid used to wearing a mask now. We've been practicing every time we go out in the public and even when he's running around and playing in the house or outside. It's really important that we get students used to wearing these masks. Here's just a mom tip. I would buy some of the washable masks and put your students' initials on the mask so they don't get mixed up or confused, and have at least 5 masks, one for each day of the week, so that you can have one on Monday, wash it, you got another clean one on Tuesday, wash it. That's just my mom tip. We will be installing hand sanitizing stations around the school so that students and staff have easy access to disinfecting their hands. We will be using medical grade cleaners around the school to keep things clean and sterilized. I'm sorry, not sterilized, disinfected. And we've invested in new equipment to help with the cleaning procedures. In the lower grades, we've purchased portable clear barriers for the classrooms when we cannot keep students socially distant, and so these barriers will help stop the spread of the virus. For the upper grades, we have purchased over 300 new desks. This will make cleaning a lot easier and will help us to keep students socially distant in the upper grades. We will be revising our daily schedule to make sure that our lunches are staggered and that we have enough time to sanitize areas between each class's use. Some classes will be eating in the classroom and some classes will hopefully be able to eat in the cafeteria. All students will still continue to receive a free breakfast and lunch. We have purchased school supplies for every student in quantities where students will not need to share. So parents, unless you're just really excited about school supplies, you do not need to purchase any school supplies for your students. In addition, we've purchased other classroom materials in quantities that students will not have to share. And so just know that we are limiting the exposure that students have in that way. Our teachers have been doing a lot of training this summer to get ready to teach online. They've spent countless hours doing webinars, trainings, and meeting and collaborating with their other grade level members to make sure that they are ready to be able to teach online. So I know that whichever choice you go with, either virtual or in person, your student's going to have a wonderful school year at Alta Vista. Again, final 2 reminders. 1, get your students practicing wearing those masks. I can't say that enough. It's so important for everybody's safety. Number 2, make sure your students are registered. We cannot have things prepared and ready for them unless they are registered. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 254-662-3050. Again, if you have not registered, we hope to see you next week, and we hope you have a great and safe summer.